Hey everyone, it's Isaac or Icarus, and before we get into this week's build, I'd like to just apologize for being behind with my LEGO videos. I've been really focused on the LEGO Room episodes and also been busy preparing for Christmas, so I actually haven't been building that much recently. I've been trying to, but I just simply can't manage to get a MOC finished. But I felt really bad that I hadn't made a video last Saturday, so I decided to pull down one of my old builds that I hadn't done a video for yet and let you guys take a look at it. It may be a little bit dusty, so you'll have to ignore that. So thanks for understanding why I haven't been posting as often as I usually do, and let's get on with the build. So here is my post-apocalyptic firehouse MOC. This build has a crazy backstory, and I want to let you know why I built this MOC. So many years ago, my younger brother got one of the biggest sets he's ever gotten for his birthday. It was the 2010 Fire Station, set number 7208, and we loved that thing. I don't think we kept it built for very long, but we always liked to use the pieces for all sorts of different things, and my brother invented an entire backstory with his own minifigures, with a complex family tree, and they all had names, and that was back when we were really into stop motion. We were actually terrible at it, but we really loved doing it, and I still have archived photos from when we did that stop motion, and my brother and I love to go back and look at that stuff. Fast forward like 10 years, and somehow through suspicious means I ended up with most of the firehouse pieces. And looking back at some of those old movies, I was really inspired to modernize all that old nostalgia. So with the help of my brother, who knows the personalities and characteristics of each character, I made a flesh-colored modern version of each character and invented some new ones as well. And using the firehouse pieces from 2010, I created a 10 years later version of the fire station, making it post-apocalyptic because it's gone through so much. And to take it a step further, my brother and I actually decided to create a new stop-motion movie based on the very old movies that we made. He got right to work with writing the script, and I started building some sets for the movie, including this one and a villain headquarters, and we got some great character development, but unfortunately we still are not very good at stop motion, and I realized that even though we came up with an amazing script, I don't think we would have been able to produce anything that great. But I still wanted to show you guys this build because of all the nostalgia it has, and because of the fun I had building it. I'm gonna pause right there and say, even though the movie got completely canceled, I really felt bad, and I also really wanted to have some fun creating the very first scene of the movie, which was created using all archived footage, and I did do that, so let's check it out because it looks really, really cool, and I just wanted to show you guys that even though we're not making the entire movie. So let's take a look.
Hey, get back here!
Hey, stop!
Oh man!
Put your hands in the air!
We got you now. You have the right to remain silent.
Wonderful picnic.
I'm starving.
Nice.
Again.
Oh, did you hear about that one time back in '82? Yeah, this just reminds me of that. Alright, well, see you guys.
See ya.
Guess I gotta go.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, what was that? Let's go. We gotta go, guys. We gotta save Ian. Let's go, Rose.
Come on, let's go. Yes!
Oh, we got him. Good job, everybody. Yeah, let's go.
I think we'll actually start with the minifigures this time, and I'll bring in that same younger brother to tell you guys about these awesome characters. Alright guys, let's take a look at the minifigures now. I actually designed all of these minifigures, but my brother pretty much invented every single character. So take it away, bud.
Yeah, that's right. When I was little, I invented all these characters, so when we came up with the idea to build a firehouse, Isaac asked me about their characteristics so he could build them in Lego. This is Lionel. He is the leader of the firehouse, and he has another expression on the back of his head that when you turn it around, he is angry. The next person in line we have is Ian. He's the main character of the script we were writing for the firehouse, and he too has another face on the back, and also we have another head for him with 2 more expressions. In one of them he has his eyes closed, and on the other side he has a more angry face. The next person in line is Chris. He is the leader of defense for the firehouse. He too has an expression on the back of his head. After him we have Chris's wife, and she has another expression on the back as well. This little boy is Chris's and Chris's wife's son. On the other side he has a scared head. Another one of the characters I designed is this fireman. As you can see, he has a crutch. This is his angry face. The next person we have here is Clint. He too is in charge of protecting the firehouse and the children. He has another side to his head. I think this is confused or something. This is Ian's wife. She is the mechanic of the firehouse, and she fixes anything they need help with. On the other side of her head, she has a more stern expression. This is the other firefighter's wife. She has a dual molded hair/hat piece, but we can switch it out for this piece for when she does not have her hat on. On the other side of her head, she has a surprised face, and she also has another head with 2 other expressions on it. This side has a smirk, and on this side she has a scared expression. At the end of the line we have At the end of the line we have the 2 firefighters' daughter. Her name is Lily, and on the other side of her head she is sleeping. And I'll send it back to Isaac. Hope you liked the characters.
Starting with the first level here, as you can see, we've got 2 separate buildings on a somewhat freeform landscape. On the left, we've got the fire pole with a little bit of a carport awning sort of thing built around that. Over on this side, we've got a motorbike and a window, and in between buildings is the door to get into that first level. On the other side of the building, we've got the garage taken straight from the 2010 fire station, and a door there to get into the workshop. Over on this side is another nice window and another door, just to give more access to that garage. The whole back is left open to leave interior shots. That was because of the stop motion planning. Over in here, you've got sort of a check-in reception desk. These are some exterior stairs that lead up to the balcony. And in the back here you can see what vehicle they have parked in the garage. This is a 4-wheeler taken directly from a Jurassic World set. To get into the workshop, all I gotta do is pop off this layer here and this one as well. And here's the workshop. You can see we've got the bike getting worked on in here and some nice countertops and tools. On the second level, we've got sort of an open balcony, and it's accessible by a door into the inside or by some stairs up to the roof. And this is also where the zipline drop-off happens. Over on this side, you've got some double windows for a lot of visibility. On the other building, we've got a bit of a palm tree growing out there, and this sort of awning with some plants and leaves on it. Inside this window is the kitchen, and you've got a window on both sides as well. Inside the kitchen, we've got a pretty complete space. You can see all of the cabinets, the oven, and the sink, and lots of food all packed in there. And the fire pole itself goes straight through this floor down to the ground level. Behind the lab is actually a single restroom with a nice checkered floor, a sink, and a toilet. Looks like someone forgot to flush, and that door just opens straight into the lab. The lab has all sorts of computers, experimental items, screens, and a calendar on the wall. This large screen here played a crucial role in the movie itself. On the top level, you've got a whole nother room and a piece of a fire truck hanging off this side. Over here you've got the rooftop with a keep out sign and just some general AC and piping. Plenty of communications antennas on the very tops. And this rooftop is where the zipline starts. This zipline in the middle of both buildings is actually a direct reference to our old stop motion movies. For some reason we added a zipline to the firehouse and used that a lot. It looked terrible in the stop motion, but it was still a pretty cool idea, so I had to keep that. This top floor is actually one of the least finished spaces of the fire station. I couldn't quite decide what to put on this other side, but as you can see, we have 6 beds in bunk bed fashion. Most of them would not actually fit a full minifigure, but really it's the thought that counts. And I think that about wraps up the firehouse. I'm glad I was able to give you guys this look of what could have been, and it's disappointing it didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, but it's still a really great project. Let me guys know if you want to see the entire villain side of this story, and subscribe for some more builds coming soon. See you guys in the next video. Bye.